Sorry about that. The Seven of Wands represents someone being defensive, almost. In a traditional tarot deck, you see this person is on a pedestal, right? He's on top of the world, and you see these other competitors, these other opponents. They're trying to knock him off his pedestal so that they can rise to his position, right? You can kind of see the difference in these cards. He's on top. You can tell by his body posture, and he wants to stay on top, right? He doesn't want to be knocked off his pedestal. So the Seven of Wands is fighting for what's yours. You could be in a relationship, and maybe you're with someone, and there are all these different eyes, all these different people who are wanting your person's attention, and you're like, no, I'm not going for that, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is like fast communication, almost reckless, right? Not too reckless though. If it was in the reverse, this would be like bad communication, like reckless, coming in very fast. Either way, this is a fast moving card, right? So some sort of communication about being defensive or standing your ground against other people, speaking up for speaking up for yourself. This is like a transformation, death, walking away, right? Something that's inevitable, that's going to happen, possibly regarding finances, or literal death of something. I lost a job, or I lost a child, and now I'm in contemplation. I'm thinking about what my next steps are, and I feel defensive. I feel like people are out to get me. I can't be knocked off my pedestal. Or people will have what I have. And not that that's a bad thing. You know, it's just that people are malicious in their ways and trying to knock you down off your pedestal, knock you down or hold you back from what you're supposed to be doing. And this is some sort of fast communication coming in. Maybe this is you defending yourself, since it's next to the Seven of Wands. I have to stand my ground, yet I have to communicate effectively what I want. So the death of something, or the transformation of something. Maybe someone recently passed. Maybe someone recently lost their job, or knows that there's going to be a death to something regarding their finances, or maybe they need to, they like, say for example, I want to buy a house, right? And I know that I have to give out a substantial amount of money in order to get this house, in order to get what I want, right? And so it's like, I know what I have now, but once I give up this sizable portion, it's like, what do I have left? So it's like, I want to hold on to everything that I, possibly can, but it's inevitable. It doesn't work like that. If you want something, you have to spend money to get it. And so maybe it's something like that, like it's inevitable. I know I have to spend this money in order to get what I want. But I'm in contemplation mode right now. I have to figure out what's my best route. And I feel like there are eyes on me, possibly. I feel like there are people trying to knock me down off my pedestal, knock me down off, off my mission, from what I'm supposed to be doing. or what I want to do. Like all these people, all these obstacles. And the Knight of Swords is like communication, fast communication, like sharp, quick-witted communication. Okay. So let's move on to. I hope that there's a message, in there for someone. So I want to move on to some oracle cards for the collective. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective from this oracle deck? We have accountability. It says here, responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So be accountable for your actions. Be accountable for what happened in whatever situation that you're in, right? It's a responsibility to yourself to be accountable for your actions. We have renewal. It says here, regeneration begins with decay. And I kind of find that interesting with this renewal card. With the death card. The death card is a transformation. It's a renewal. It's like you have to die in order to be reborn again. If people believe in reincarnation, it kind of, I would say, it goes hand in hand with that. If you believe in reincarnation, but renewal, regeneration begins with decay. So you have to die in order to be reborn again, almost. I find that interesting. And also, it's almost like a regeneration of yourself. It's like a new you, right? It's like if you were, it's like growing into a new person, right? You're a little seed from a flower, and then the seed grows into, the root system grows into the ground, and the plant comes out of the soil. It's like that. And then they go, plants go through a cycle. They die, they go into the ground, and they come back up, better, renewed, right? Then we have enough. It says you were born enough. Okay? So with these three cards, I'm kind of sensing, and this may be in a different direction from the reading, I'm not sure. You guys just take it how it resonates, but to me, these three cards represent being accountable for your own actions. Don't blame other people for what happened to you. I mean, and that's not for everybody. In some situations, things are done to people, from others, but every situation is different. But generally speaking, accountability. Take accountability for your actions, regardless of what happened. You are in control of your own life, your own decisions, right? Because I feel like for some of you, you guys have gone through some sort of situation where you feel like enough is enough. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. I don't want to, do this job anymore. I don't want to live here anymore. It's almost like an awakening phase, right? I have to stand my ground on what I believe is right to be right for myself and, for my mission on this planet. I feel like some of you guys will start to transform in a way that is for your highest good. It's almost like with the accountability card. Take accountability for the past. Whatever happened, happened, right? What are you going to do about it today? What are you going to do about it now and moving forward? And then that's when that renewal phase comes. That changing phase, that evolving phase. You becoming a new you. A better you. A better version of yourself. And then this card says enough. You were born enough. But I also get a second interpretation from that. It's like enough is enough, almost. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Okay? Let's get one more. Many. Card on top. I'll take both of them, but the card on top says forgiveness. Hurt blocks our light. And that is so true, even in my own experiences. Whenever you're so hurt and you're thinking about the past and what happened and all that good jazz, you miss out on the healing that you're supposed to be receiving from God, from Jesus, Because Jesus is the light. God is the light. And if you're blocking your blessings by staying in a position of hurt, guilt, resentment, whatever it is, hatred, then you're really blocking your blessings. You're blocking the good of the light, You're blocking yourself from healing. So hurt blocks our light, and it's very true. Some of you feel down and weak, down and out right now. Maybe the death card is here because of you guys feeling a certain way and you want to transform into somebody different. You want to transform from that caterpillar to that butterfly. And you want to nurture that aspect of yourself. This is very earthly energy. I want to pour into myself, right? I want to make myself whole. Work on myself, work on my money, work on my finances, work on my body, work out, exercise, whatever it takes to be renewed, a new you. Some of you guys are definitely sitting in contemplation about your next steps in life. What do you want to do moving forward? And I know some of you who are hurting, you're sitting here, you sitting in your sadness, I know that hurts a lot. But this is a time to contemplate your next steps. Think about what it is you truly want out of life and what you really want to do with yourself moving forward. What are the best steps you can take in order to get what you want? Right? And don't be knocked off your pedestal, guys. Because there are people who are, jealous or envious of you, who want to knock you off your pedestal. Remember, I showed you that other card, Seven of Wands, and he's pointing his stick at all of those other opponents, right? So that they don't knock him off his pedestal, knock him off his mission of what it is he needs to do in life moving forward. And this is saying, back the fuck up, right? Get away. My sword is sharp, and I won't be afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to use it. Swords represent communication. So like some of you guys have to use your voice. Speak up about what it is that you want in life. Even if it's just you by yourself talking to Jesus, talking to God, right? Have that relationship with him and say, I can't tell you what to say, but this is you standing your ground, literally. You're telling these people, back the fuck up. And if not like personally, you're standing up for yourself. But the last oracle card that came out was Presence of Absence. It says here, hold what is absent in the presence of your love. In this card, she's looking at old pictures, reminiscing. So maybe her husband is dead, has passed, maybe for a few years, and she's just sitting there looking at the old pictures. This could either be her family, her children, or this could be them two when they were younger, looking at the old pictures. So for some of you, this could actually be an actual death of someone. I'm sorry to hear that again. Or this could just be you reminiscing about the past. Reminiscing about how far you've come since you were young in these pictures. Till now. Now that you're a little bit older, now that you're a little bit wiser. So whatever is no longer in your life, right? Spirit is saying to hold that dear to your heart, right? You don't have to dwell on it. It can just live in your heart or live in your mind, right? We go through experiences, as spiritual beings, but in these human bodies. And we have to learn a lot about this world, right? So we go through all these different experiences to teach us a lot about ourselves, about each other, right? There's a lot of things in this world we still don't know. So hold what is dear to you in your heart, right? Some of you are down. Some of you are sad. Some of you feel stuck. Some of you want to scream. Some of you are saying, I'm tired. I want better. I want new. Right? So we all have some work to do. If we want to be better selves, better people, we have to take the steps needed in order to become those people. The better version of ourselves, right? Forgive the people who have hurt you in the past. or who are hurting you now. You have to forgive them. Not for them, but for you. When you forgive someone for yourself, you can then let go. You can then release that baggage. You know, say a prayer, talk to God, talk to Jesus. Feel that light again. Feel that light again in your hearts. Because some of you have definitely closed off your hearts to other people. And this is possibly due to, other people hurting you. You know the saying, hurt people hurt people. So take accountability for your actions, regardless of what other people have done to you. Alright? That's the message here. There's a time for renewal because you are enough. God made us divinely in His image. So for those of you who feel that they aren't enough, they want to check out, don't. Just let the light in. Do things that make you happy. Do things that excite you, even just for a little bit. Watch something that'll make you laugh. Ask God to show you the signs. Ask God to show you what it is you're supposed to be doing on this earth. Ask Him to show you your path. What am I supposed to be doing? Just talk to Him. And you may hear something back. It could be in your thoughts. A thought. You know, like the light bulb that goes off. It could be ding. Oh wow. I just received a new message and this is new to me. Where did this come from? So that's probably God or His angels talking to you, Jesus. So, all right, let's move along to our love deck for those of you who are looking for someone or who's already in a relationship. Let's see what we have from the love deck. What messages do you have? Thank you. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I'll explain the cards in a second. Any other messages from the love deck, Spirit? We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I'm going to do one more. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And under the deck, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for those of you who um, are looking for someone or who are in a relationship, um, excuse me, for the first card, if for those of you who are in a relationship, possibly, um, and you don't even have to be in a relationship. You could be single or like newly single, right? Um, it says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So if you were in a connection where things weren't going so well, or like things were okay in the beginning, and then things started to, get a little bit rocky, and you just figured out like this isn't going to work for me. Spirit is saying to free yourself from that connection, right? It's time to take back control of your life. Maybe your ideals don't match up, or maybe this person is a little bit controlling and you don't like that. It's not necessarily like this person is a bad person. It's just that he has certain things that he does or says that you just can't get with. You're not aligned in that way, and that's okay. So Spirit is saying to free yourself. In this card, there's a horse with a chain around his neck. This is a unicorn, a magical being, right? We all know unicorns are supposed to be free and, do their own thing. They are magical, right? So why does he have a chain around his neck? Why does he feel held down? And this could be like a regular horse. But why does he have to be held down, chained down? Right? A horse is supposed to be, free. Run, kick, do whatever they want to do. And then they're in this small cage. What are they gonna do with that? It's almost like this is the person, this is you guys, and you guys feel confined to a relationship or to a person that maybe you thought was good in the beginning, was compatible with you, but no longer is. You feel caged by them or by a situation. It could be due to religious factors. Maybe you guys don't have the same spiritual or religious upbringing, right? So maybe one person could be spiritual, the other person not so spiritual. They operate more on the physical plane, this earthly plane, rather than the spiritual, etherical plane, right? So it could be that you guys could be very different in that aspect. Right, and for those of you who may be single, Spirit is saying to flirt a little bit more, get yourself out there. If there's someone that you like and they like you, go out on a date with them. Go to dinner, go to the movies, bowling, out to eat, whatever. Extend your lighthearted energy to someone. There is chemistry though, for some of you who are talking with other people, dating, trying to, feel each other out. Who's better for me, who's not. There's chemistry for sure. There's a strong magnetic attraction here between you and someone else. And this could be a new person, right? If you extend your lighthearted energy to others, flirt. And it doesn't even have to be romantic flirting. This could be platonic flirting. Like I'm with my friend, like, hey man, you look nice. Well, the cologne you wearing smell good. Where you get that from? Just lighthearted energy, Or if you're a woman and you're with your girlfriend, like, damn girl, where you get your head done at? That look fire. Your nails look good. Something like that. It don't always have to be romantic, right? But this is like a lover's deck. So it could be. But the energy on the bottom of the deck, worth waiting for. So and then this is for some of you guys, if you have, if you're just recently broken up with someone, there's a possibility, a chance that it was like the right person, but the wrong timing, right? So it's like, for example, I wasn't ready to get into a relationship with someone because I still needed to do some work with myself. Whether that's, build my finances a little bit more, build my mental up a little bit more, make sure I have assets behind me before I get into a relationship, whatever it may be, right? And I jumped the gun prematurely by being in a relationship thinking that those things will come along, quicker, and if not quicker, just they will just come along regardless if I'm in this connection. But maybe just you needed to not jump into something so quickly or at that point in time, and you needed to focus on yourself still, do your healing or whatever it is you needed to do, and then when the time is right, God will bring you guys back together. So for some of you guys who are talking to someone who just recently got out of a relationship with someone, and there's like mad chemistry there, and you guys flirt, and this person could be worth waiting for. This is just for some of you guys, right? But for others of you guys, you may need to release the situation for now. Work on yourself, and it may come back around. Okay? We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents or as you forgive other people. Look at that card, forgiveness. In my readings, the more cards that I pull, the more the information becomes clearer. And you can tell that this is confirmation because this says forgive your parents, and this card says forgiveness, right? So some of you guys are definitely going through maybe the dark night of the soul, where you're purging all of these things that aren't no longer serving your highest good. They're not good for you anymore, so you just throw them away. Get rid of them. You're purging them out of your life. You're taking the necessary steps in order to do what is needed, what is best for you, right? It's like maybe some of you guys are saying, I'm tired of being this person that, it's almost like manufactured. I'm not myself. I'm not this person. So some of you guys may just be screaming out like, please help me to change, to be a better me. I don't want to do this anymore, right? This could be the one. It is safe for you to love. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And this is for some of you guys who are dating, are in a dating pool. You meet somebody and you think and you feel that there's a connection there. This may be the one, right? But give it more time, obviously. People don't show you their true colors until about maybe 3 to 6 months into the relationship, depending on how fast or slow it's going, right? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Love can come from anyone or anything. Love can come from a dog, a cat, a friend. God Himself, Jesus. They are the highest form of love. Jesus is the product of God. Right? So, that's for some of you guys. Free yourself from a past connection for now. Work on yourself. There could be many different factors influencing why something didn't work out, right? Why something needed to change. And for now, have fun, flirt. Flirt with other people. But in the meantime, continue on your healing process, your healing journey. Okay, last deck for the general collective before I close out the reading. This will be the Angel Answers deck. So any questions that you guys may have brewing on your minds, maybe this may be the perfect time to ask those questions or to get those questions answered. And this is not for everybody. I can't read for, everyone, but for most of you guys out there. We have a year from now for some of you. I'll take these. Remain positive. Reconsider. Not the right time. So all of this tells me remain positive right now. If you're just recently broken up with someone, it's okay. Take this time right now to focus on you. If you have, personal projects that you want to achieve, do it. This is the perfect time while you're by yourself to improve upon yourself. Remain positive, right? It says a year from now, so maybe a year from now you guys will reconnect romantically. And in the meantime, you guys may just be on speaking terms, friends. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. That sort of thing. Just lighthearted speaking energy, right? In time, you may reconsider the connection. In time, you may not. Right? But as of right now, it's not the right time to go back into that situation that you just left or that you have left. But Spirit is saying it's okay to, talk to other people, date other people right now. But just don't focus on that one person. Any other messages? Thank you. For now, let go. Okay? Under the deck, we have choose a new direction. So Spirit is saying, for the general collective right now, for those of you who are in a relationship, who have just dealt with someone recently, focus on yourself. Now is not the right time to go back. There's a possibility a year from now that things could possibly pick back up. But for now, let it go. Focus on you. Continue building your self-worth. Continue building your finances. Continue building your mental health. And you'll feel renewed. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. Right? So, I hope there is a message for you guys in this reading. I hope this reading helped at least one person. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you stay, wherever you live. This is Aqua Tarot. See you later.